Okay. So tomorrow we're gonna do another Bondi Blue show. It's the end of the month, y'all. And January was like weird as fuck. So I need to make some content. So a lot of the content will be public this week. Um, just for fun. It's not gonna stay like that, but usually like the end of the month, girl, y'all will get free videos on YouTube every now and again. Cause girl, okay. That's why I said I'm about to, once I eat and stuff, I'm gonna come back maybe around 5 or 6 and do Love and Marriage Huntsville for like a little evening live with y'all if y'all don't mind. So y'all should come through for that. But yeah, girl, let's get into this. And I do want to say, because tomorrow when we come on live, we're gonna talk about what Chad just posted on the internet, and we'll further discuss he and Sherelle's relationship that's on Wags to Riches. We're gonna spread it out a little bit, girl. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Royce Reed. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I was not running to watch this interview. I still have not watched the whole thing. We're gonna look at some clips, but I feel like I believe Royce, but the energy is dark, and it's like, how much more is there to say? And I do feel like on some level, the more she talks about it, the more it will become, common knowledge that this is what's going on. Maybe it will help her. Maybe it will make it stop, because being quiet doesn't help either, But I also feel like I don't want, the link is in the description box, to the Bali page. It's in the description box. I don't feel like it. Like I can appreciate what Royce is trying to do. I can understand it, but I don't feel like going down this road with her and Dwight Howard over and over and over again. But we seem to. So let's just hear some of the things she said. I'll give y'all my opinion, and we'll quickly move on to D Woods and Diddy, girl.
I mean, we already here. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. Is he gay?
He would like my finger.
Aye. Have you ever
That doesn't make you gay, but okay.
witnessed him being with another man in the bed?
Yeah. All the time. They took mushrooms together. Mm-hmm. And then they were like in the bed moaning and like touching themselves. Yeah. But they said that's an effect of taking mushrooms.
No, it's not. It is, but no, it's not. Like I've girl, no, it's not. Not automatically. Sometimes yes, but for me, it's not like ecstasy or Molly or something like that. It's not like that. It can make your body feel good. It can. It absolutely can have you like buzzing, like just feeling really good inside of your body. But I would not say that that's what translates to sex. Either way, it's not like ecstasy, not like, ooh, not like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we already know that Dwight likes men. We already know that Dwight is bi at most. Okay. So it's just very weird as to why we're having this conversation as if this is not already out there. He's already said it.
Where the fuck are the children?
They're upstairs in their rooms with the nanny. Mm-hmm.
I think
where are your children when you are having forcible anal sex with Jazzy? Where are your kids? When where are your kids when you're banging up, that girl's back end, even though that's not what she like? Come on, bruh. Like, I hate when y'all, because it's homophobic to me. It's homophobic, even though we know that Dwight's issue is not about him being bi or gay. He is abusive. That's what the issue here is, okay? His sexuality is of no consequence to me. The point that is being made in this clip with this line of questioning to me is, oh, he likes men. He's having sex with men. He's doing shrooms. Where are the children? What kind of parenting is going on? This is why those types of people shouldn't be parents. That type of mindset. That's what this lends to me. That, you and your woman, being out of wedlock is totally fine. But, people being gay, nah, that's not cool. Like, shut up.
But the problem is whatever the floats your boat, you do that but keep the kids out of it.
When this would happen, it was like,
what do you mean keep the kids out of it? Where are the kids? Like, we have questions about Dwight. We really, really do. But the way they are talking about this is annoying me. The way he's talking about this is annoying me. Yes, Dwight admitted to being bisexual when he was sued by the gay man for trying to, coerce him into having sex with a cross-dresser named Miss Kitty, if I'm correct. Was it Miss Kitty, y'all? But I think that was her name. But either way, the gay man was not interested in having sex with Kitty and was there for Dwight. And Dwight was being very forcible. So the gay man then files charges. Now everything has been dropped. But to me, that doesn't mean it didn't happen just because the charges got dropped. People don't always have the money to fight somebody like Dwight Howard in court. And also sometimes they settle out of court and you never know that they actually settled out of court. So yeah, he had to come out and admit it because of what was going on. So he said, yes, I was going, the text messages came out. He was like, yeah, I listen, I like what I like. He's already said that.
Late. So they were like done for the night. You asked if they were men in the room, and yeah.
I mean, we already here. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gay?
He would like my finger.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So that was one clip. And listen, I do feel like, as somebody in the comments just said, that his negligence should be emphasized. Absolutely. 2 children were essayed by the nanny under his watch. Yes. That should be the conversation more than a grown adult having sex with another man in their bedroom with their children in their bedrooms. Because don't most grown adult people fuck in a room with their kids in a room at night? Like, isn't everybody normally in the same house with their children when they fucking, if they together? Like, I'm so confused. Okay. So I feel like, and I mean, he's not in a relationship, but that's what people would do. I'm not saying that's right. I do feel like you shouldn't have people in and out the house when your kids are there. But how big is your house? Did they see? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what my mind would be on. Like, how big is the house? Did the kids know what was going on? Like, is it down the hall? Is it right next door? Like, because if he lives in a big ass house and the kids on this end and he's on that end, once they go to bed, it's up. Come on now, we grown. But no, I think it's something to be talked about when it comes to the nanny, when it comes to that type of shit. Like, you were allowing the mistreatment of those children. As Roy said, her son was SA'd by a nanny. And it seems as if y'all didn't give a fuck. That's the issue. So let me see. Yeah, see, that was the story right there. Look, he said it already, but denies any assault happened. Like, I was about to fuck him, but I wasn't about to force him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't believe that. I do think that you were trying to coerce that person into having sex. I do. Okay, I think that might have been no. It's one more clip because Claudia posted. And Claudia was basically saying the blogs were basically, focusing on the part of this interview to make it messy, but they weren't fully listening to everything. And you know how that go. It doesn't matter how many times Royce has told y'all what's happening. Some people just don't care about other people. A lot of people are just bad people. Like, that's what I'm understanding. People in the comments, people talk, people are bad people. And then they act like, oh, I'm about to explain it. You're a bad person. I don't care.
A voice to the people who have went through this and gives them the hope to say it's not right. And I need to speak on it. I don't give a fuck who you are.
But is it crazy to say, well, he never treated me like that? Because when with Tiffany, she never saw that side of him, ever. She got the calm. She was like, he would talk to me like this and always try and, make sense of everything and never really raise his voice.
And who's Tiffany?
She's number 2.
Okay.
And she was always told not to talk to me. They were all told not to talk to me. They were all told that I was the crazy one. And that's how the media put it out there. Like, I had a career. I had job offers. I was supposed to go to Vegas. I was going to work at Treasure Island. They had offered a contract to me 3 times and he forced me to stay in Florida. And then he let them go with the narrative that I was like this whore. And then,
which is why shit like that should not matter. Because it's only used to abuse people.
all the times that I was getting sued in the news, how it was put out there. And it was like, I'm crazy. And, you know, I know people always talk about, oh, you always stood up for yourself on basketball wives. I try to stand up for myself all the time. But then it always comes across until now, like I was bitter. Like I was a gold digger. It just, in my own hometown, treated me like shit. I couldn't get a job at Disney. They told me conflict of interest. But they let them go. They let him run with it. Then I found out he was part of it. A lot of these blogs, they're on payroll. Look at what they post about me. It's never anything positive. Like even now, with everything that I posted, have they posted it? No, but they'll post somebody else's trauma. Still trying to silence me. I got a motion for contempt.
I really feel bad. I really feel bad for Royce. I really hope at some point there is some relief of this situation for Royce. Honestly, I think that it'll probably come because at some point, Dwight is going to self-destruct. Like, Dwight is going to do something or do enough damage to his own career that the damage he tried to do to her will be then flipped on him. That is my hope. And that is what I imagine will happen because he doesn't seem to be as in control as everybody thinks he is. And as people get older, it's harder to conceal those things. I really hope that Royce is getting the help she needs to grapple with all of this because it's so hard. Like, another part of this, as was said in the comments, is that Royce's son, because of what had happened to him under his father's care, then turned around and assaulted her boyfriend's son. And it blew up and it became this big thing. And then it puts the onus on her because you let your child be around this other child. And it's like, how are you supposed to feel about your kid who got assaulted? Like, you know what I mean? And how they're trying to work that out for themselves. Like, you have empathy and sympathy for your child that nobody else is going to have. And then these things happen and then they look at you like it's your fault. But really, this is fucking Dwight's fault because y'all let my kid go with him because he's rich and famous. And that matters to y'all more than the fact that I'm still his mother. And if I say this man is abusive towards me, that should be investigated and held up to scrutiny instead of being ignored. And it was ignored. It was ignored. I feel like because of his image in basketball and all, and that's why I don't like that shit, y'all. I don't care for images. Be who you are. I don't care for images and what that all means to feel like it's okay to destroy people for an image that you're trying to uphold that's not even truthful. It's not a truthful image. And so this is just really sad to me. And I don't know what needs to happen for Royce, but I don't know if going on his show was smart. I think on some level it is because more eyes are going to see it. Like, he gets a lot of views. But I also feel like there are other places that have high views that would have handled the situation a little bit better. He is still so ignorant. And his ignorance is almost like indignant. Like, I know that this is ignorant and regressive, but I'm going to continue to think like this. I know this doesn't really make sense, especially when I think about my own life. Like, Cam probably likes a finger in the ass too. But anyway, Cam is not compassionate. Like, nobody should be crying on an interview with him.
A voice to the people who have went through this and gives them the hope to say, it's not right. And I need to speak on it. I don't give a fuck who you are.
But is it crazy to say, well, he never treated me like that.
Right. I mean, just pointing out that that is usually irrelevant. Like, oh, he didn't do it to you. Congratulations, bitch. Okay, congratulations. Oh, but yeah, y'all. Let me see. We saw that one. So yeah, Royce is talking, and I feel like it's something that does need to be talked about. But I also feel like, when does it end? My God. But I guess that's how she must feel. Like, when does it fucking end?